Yes. Oh my God, I'm live. Shit. Feels so weird. It's the first time. Hi guys. Okay, so we got a couple people. Okay, we got about 11,000 people. What's up, guys? I'm live. That's right. Okay, I'm so excited. This is gonna be superb session. Hi guys. Hi Nora Fatehi lovers. Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm really nervous. So let me just breathe. Okay, so we're gonna have fun today. We're gonna have Steven on. We're gonna have Rajat on. And I'm gonna be talking to you guys. And yeah, first of all, I wanna say thank you for all the love and support. You know who you are. You guys have been bending over backwards, supporting me, making all those really cool edits, commenting, liking, sharing. I love you guys so much. I love my fan clubs. You guys are amazing. I feel like during this lockdown, we've really built a close connection, and I'm very, 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 very grateful. And of course, thank you for all the love that you guys have been showering on all my projects, from Na to Dilbar, Saki, Batla House, Street Dancer, Garmi, all the songs in Garmi, Pipita, Arabic Dilbar, and of course today, Pachtaogi Filma version. So there have been so many projects since the last 3 years, 2-3 years, and you guys have been so supportive, and I just love you guys so much. Mwah! That's for you guys. All right, so let me read what you guys are saying. We will always support you. Thank you so much. Swag, I love you guys. And of course, I know that, you know, we're going through like a really tough time with the global pandemic, and like people are getting sick, and like really weird shit is happening in the world. So it's like, it's a fucked up year. But, you know, trying to stay positive and keep the hustle going. And I'm so happy that you guys still take the time and give me your energy to support me. So, all right, let's do this. So we're going to get Steven in. I don't even know how to do this. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? Can someone tell me how do I do this? All right, let's see. Go live with Steven. Steven, you better be up, okay? Wake up. What's up, Steven? It's 9 o'clock in the morning in New York.
Oh, are we not wearing masks?
Bitch, no, our immune system is strong.
Oh, okay, okay. What's up?
What's up? I miss you. How are you?
Oh, you know, it's so funny. We literally have talked to each other every day during this lockdown, but I haven't seen you in a video since like January.
I know. Don't I look cute though? Like I put on weight. I'm looking thick.
Yeah, no, it's definitely different than that whole goth look that you have going on in your music video, which we will talk about.
First of all, it's not a goth look. It's a dark, toxic.
Yeah, in America, we call it goth.
I don't know what you're talking about. America is fucked up right now, so don't be proud about it.
Oh, are we getting into that? Are we getting into that, Nora? Are we really getting into that?
I heard they tried to shoot your president.
Are we doing this on the live right now? We're going to talk about this?
Can I just
The president could be watching for all I know, okay?
Just enact it, okay? First of all, I'm Canadian, so I can say whatever I want. Your president was like, hello, what's up? And some guy comes to him and says, yo, there's someone about to shoot you. And he was like, oh, all right.
That was me. I'm kidding.
He just walked out like nothing. I would have ran. I would have ducked under the podium. I would have been like, yo. He was just like, okay. And he just
Nora, you know, it's not too late.
No. Then he comes back like nothing happened. He's like, hi, guys. So someone was about to shoot me, but it's okay. Secret Service shot him, so we're good.
It's like every day there's going to be a new incident. I mean, I can only hope some incident happens, but we won't get into that.
On the plane, come to India.
Can India let me in? What's going on? India, let me in.
Aren't you Indian anyway?
Nora, don't you know people? Like, make it happen. Ask the Moroccan king to pick me up and bring me to you.
So I need to make some calls. So let's talk about like how I look before we get into the music video.
This is how you woke up, or is this like how you just always are?
Oh shit, I just flipped it. Wait. What do you think of my necklace?
Oh, nice.
What do you think of my earrings?
Oh, nice. Did you just do that just for this live?
No, yeah.
What's the purpose of it?
It's to protect myself from the hoes that be evil eyeing me.
Same. Oh! There's some evil hoes in this house. There's some evil hoes in...
No, it's what's that song? There's some hoes in this house. So we should be like, there's some hoes, evil eyeing. There's some hoes, evil eyeing.
You're gonna make that stuck in my head.
True though, still you gotta protect ourselves. But anyways, so what's up?
What's up? How have you been? Video? I loved the music video. I mean, like, how casual for you to just drop a music video on our asses out of nowhere. Like, seriously. I know you told me about it, and I was like, okay, it came out of nowhere, though. And I was just like, how the fuck did you even do that? I mean, we'll get into that. We'll get into the whole music video stuff. But I do want to talk to you. I do want all your fans and viewers to kind of just know what you've been up to during this lockdown. I mean, I think everyone's curious what the fuck Nora Fatehi has been up to. And
honestly, since I live alone, so I don't have anybody at home with me. So the whole lockdown, I've been just like watching stuff on TV, catching up with my friends, my mom, my family, cooking. Did a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning.
Oh, wait. Can we please talk about that for a second?
Why?
Okay, guys. Oh, guys, when I was visiting Nora last year, before this whole pandemic and stuff happened, she would, feed me Domino's pizza every night. Like, every night, Domino's pizza.
We didn't have time to get in the kitchen and cook.
But then the second I leave India, you become, like, this top fucking chef. Like, where the fuck was the butter chicken when I was there? What the fuck?
I just learned it. Listen, no shade. I just learned it, though, still, okay?
A lot of things I learned. Because, like, that does not look like you just learned anything.
It's honestly like that butter chicken, I just learned it, but the rest of the things I like remember, like used to make it like when I was in Canada, but then I forgot, so I had to refresh my memory. But it was nice because listen, there's nothing wrong with pizza, okay?
Yeah, it is, because I got so fat when I got back to America. What the hell?
So you're on my
not everyone has your metabolism, Nora.
Huh?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but what else has been up? Tell me,
what
else have you been doing during this lockdown? I mean, like, how do you keep yourself so, like, mentally, like, healthy? It's not easy being in the same place for... Yeah, you've been in Bombay for a while.
Obviously, but, like, thankfully I'm mentally strong like that, so I don't really go into dark spaces or, like, get really negative. But, like, I got a lot, like, creative a lot. I started planning on my future projects, what I want my future projects to look like, my future music videos. So I did a lot of that, which was nice and motivating. And, of course, like, when I got on TikTok, it was really fun because I started building that on my account. Rest in peace to my account.
Yeah, are we even allowed to say TikTok on this?
So yeah, it was fun though, but then it was over. So then I was like, what do I do? Like, but now I'm busy right now, so it's cool. I was shooting that music video like a few weeks back, which happened really like randomly because
it happened fast. Because you told me about it, and I'm like, wait, you already finished shooting? Like, it happened like this.
Yeah,
like it was so fast.
Like, random. Because initially, when I got the song, it was like, hey, can you just do a dance video at home and post it, and like we'll promote it. So I was like, no, let's do something creative. Let's do something out of the box. So when I was listening to the song, I was like, okay, so why don't we do something unusual? Because the usual thing in a music video would be, let's do a story, in-your-face story, and show like the emotions in your face, the drama in your face, the storytelling in your face. So I was like, why don't we just do something very indirect, very like subliminal, so that people can have their own interpretation to the whole visual. So I wanted like the story to be told visually. And when I was listening to it, I'm like, okay, so the lyrics basically, it's about, someone regretting, leaving you, hurting you, being in pain, heartbreak, all that stuff, right? So I'm like, why don't we like do it the complete opposite of how we did the male version? Because the male version was like the complete love story and cheating story and deception and all that. And I was like, why don't we show, when someone's in love and
I don't know what that's like, no.
The first stage, you don't know what it's like? The first stage of love when you're so like innocent and naive and like pure, and you don't see anything but that, and suddenly you're with the wrong person, and the person can actually, when they hurt you, they can break you. But when they break you, you can feel like your innocence is stolen. You're abandoned. You can feel your ego really hurts. You can get into a very dark, negative space. Yeah. And that's very normal, like during a breakup or even during a time when someone you really trust breaks that trust. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. That could really break you.
That space mentally is dark. That's why, like, I switched from the white, almost like a Virgin Mary divine pure look, with a complete dark black zone, with that black swan.
Yeah, it really was a good contrast. Yeah,
that contrast is so necessary, because that happens. It's like you're suddenly in this cloud nine where you're so in love, you're so happy, and then boom, shit hits the fan, and you literally drown into like a dark hole. And so many things can happen to you in that hole. Like you can feel almost like a lot of anger, you can feel a lot of hate, you can feel like you want to make that person pay for what they made you feel. That's a very negative space to be in mentally. You know what I mean? That's why there's a lot of that. Like that black smoke is that negativity, that toxic shit.
I have a question. Was that black smoke CGI? Because I mean, I've seen you look like that when you don't get food. So did they just capture you in the best moment?
Yeah, obviously that was CGI though. All that was CGI. Even
the CGI
tears,
was amazing
like
in this video.
Tears. Huh?
The CGI was so like next level on this video. The tears, it was just so amazing.
I mean, honestly, with whatever budget we had, like we had a really low budget and we did whatever we could in that really low budget. But everything has a subliminal message. Like even the red tears is what it means. It's like when you cry so much, you can't cry tears anymore. And all that's left is to cry blood. That's like a lot of pain within that. So even like transitioning from that dark zone and trying to kind of break yourself out of it, because obviously like everyone who goes through like a really bad breakup or gets hurt by someone they love, once they're over that dark toxic zone and they try to like find themselves, they try to love themselves again, it's hard because that emotional baggage can pull you back, which is why we use those bandages. That kept pulling me back, and then during the dance I was ripping them apart. So that's like emotional baggage that everybody
that's cool. Wow, that's very visually. That's the way you just explained that. Now I'm just like, wow. You know, like I mean, I interpret it like that, to hear you say it like that vision. I want to ask you a question actually. So, and I want people to know this. So when you got briefed for this project, I want people to know. I mean, like you were saying, you did have a lot of creative control. Like you and Rajat had a blank slate to like visually tell this story.
Right.
How did you work with Rajat to kind of collaborate and make sure that by the way, Rajat, shout out to you. I'm so proud of you. You did such a great job with this video. Malu pride. No, I'm just wondering, like, how did you guys collaborate to work? Like, so it's so unique to me, like how involved you get with your projects. Like every project to you is such a passion project. And I just want to know, like, how did you and Rajat kind of work together to like make sure that vision was uniformed and conveyed the way you envisioned it when you were briefed about it?
Well, me and Roger, anyways, are always on the same page creatively because we work with each other a lot.
Guys, Rajat's the choreographer from Pepita, so that's like iconic. We should know that. That's why it's amazing.
He choreographed Pepita, and I dance with him a lot. And Rajat also is in that space creatively with me where he also wants to experiment. We both want to experiment. We both want to do international things, and that's why he works with my international team in Morocco a lot. So unfortunately, my international team couldn't be here for this project, but we did it on our own. And of course, I get inspired by a lot of international artists because I want to increase the level of visuals in India. I want to increase the level of storytelling, the level of dance, the level of everything artistically in India, which I know sometimes it's hard for people to accept at the first go, but that's part of my branding.
You have to push the envelope. It's your brand. Exactly. It's your brand. You got to push it.
Yeah, it's part of my brand. So I'm going to do it regardless whether people get it in the first go or not. But like, for example, like I was going through the comment section on YouTube and a lot of people didn't understand the video. A lot of people were like, it's a horror video, it's scary. It's not. It's subliminal.
It's just so interesting how people can interpret this. You know what's so interesting that you say that? I mean, so before I went to sleep, I watched your video on mute this time. Because I kept watching it with the sound, but I'm like, let me watch it on mute and just look at it for the visuals. And obviously, I don't think that makes a difference because my ass doesn't know Hindi anyway. And, you know, I mean, guys, yeah, I'm brown and I don't speak the language. I'm sorry. But I interpret, it's just so interesting because I feel like you can interpret this in so many different ways. Like I interpreted it in a different way when I watched it without sound and everything. I'm just like, this just sounds like we're getting to someone's head and we see like these inner demons or just inner struggles that this person's pulled into. Sorry. And it was just so cool to see how like that angelic you, the innocent you, would fight through that, you know?
Yeah, I also imagined like the emotion and the acting to be very subtle and very internal. So it's just like in the eyes. Like in the first look where it's all white and innocent, you can tell from the face. It's very like, you know, it's very pure. It's very, you know, I didn't want that overacting of, oh, you leave me, you left me. Like that shit. I wanted it to be there. You know what I mean? So like when it's sad and it's like shocking, it's shocking. And when it's dark and it's almost like a warning of like literally gonna regret what you did. All the darkness. So I didn't want any like acting, overacting. I wanted it very subtle, very internal. It's the same thing what we see in the Western music videos, and everybody like loves seeing Western music videos and they applaud it. So I wanted to bring the same style here because anyways, that is my zone. You know what I'm saying?
That's very interesting.
Also the dancing, like I do want to talk about the dancing. It's the dance itself, like the contemporary style. It's to express in an abstract way the emotion of like liberating yourself from that emotional baggage and like self-love and just accepting that even though you left me or even though you hurt me or you know you fucked me over, like it's cool because you're gonna regret it, that you're not gonna find better than me. You know what I mean? It's that self-love. It's that, you know, holding yourself at a high value, which we forget to do during a heartbreak or during a breakup. So there are a lot of stages, like towards the end, all those shots you can see a change of the lighting. You can see the change of the background color from black to white. All these things are important because they signify a shift of the mindset and a shift of the emotions. So of course, after people listen to that, maybe when they go back and watch it, they'll understand it better. For sure. Yeah.
And that's the thing about people. I want to put it out there. Like people should, instead of just going straight to criticize something just because they don't get it, they should be open to understanding it, you know, and just interpret it instead of just bashing the idea, like, because it's different. Being different is good.
My goal was complete interpretation. Like, you would watch it and interpret it in your own way, what your emotional journey through a heartbreak would have been. Do you know what I mean? So, I relate to that so much. Like, I'm very egotistic. Like, if someone hurts me or someone, like, fucks me over, I get into this dark space in my head where I'm like, fuck. I hope that person pays. I hope that person pays. It's very toxic space.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely there. And obviously, like, I think everybody can relate to when you're first in love, that innocence. Even that rose signifies that love. Like, you just don't want to hold, like, you just don't want to let go of it, you know? So, that's like what it is. I don't know. I hope you understood it. I'm sure you did.
I mean, obviously I did. I'm just waiting for T-Series to put some subtitles, but, you know. I have a question, though. So,
there.
No, it wasn't yesterday, but, okay, I have a question. So, you had so many, like, intense moments, like, so many intense moments. And there's just one major one where I just saw so much emotion. And as an actor, you know, we kind of, like, dig deep in to bring that out, to channel it, the pain, the anger. Did you do that? Like, you just said you relate so much. Like, did you have to really dig deep to a time where, what was it that brought that out? That was really powerful.
I mean, it depends because, like, what do you want to know exactly? Like, what situation made me channel that feeling?
Yeah, I guess you don't have to tell us, like, a specific
I'm not going to tell you the exact story or who that person was.
Who hurt you, Nora? Who hurt you?
Oh my God, who's that motherfucker? No, but there was a certain situation that happened to me that really, like, fucked me mentally, like, really badly, like a year back. Or like less than a year back. Yeah, less than a year back, which was, like, not good. Like, I was so fucked mentally, I can't even tell you, like, so much. But I have to tell you, like, I grew from that and I've changed as a person from that because I realized a lot of things. Like, I realized that people don't owe you anything. Do you know what I mean? And then you can't expect anything from anybody. Like, one day they may be all lovey-dovey and they may want you, and the next day they may just end up with some next girl, you know, randomly somewhere, and they will ignore you for months. You know what I mean? So you just can't trust people. You can't expect people to have emotional stability because not everyone is emotional stable, or even, like, mentally stable, to be honest with you. You don't know anybody like that. But I think my problem was that, like, I fall really fast and I get, like, I admire really fast and, like, oh my God, wow, and I'd be loyal before that person wants that loyalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I get that.
You can ask for loyalty, and I'm already loyal. Like
yeah, and like
loyal,
here, but that's a good thing. You know, it's like
yeah.
come on.
But it fucks you over like emotionally.
It does, yeah.
And I almost thought, oh my god, like what am I doing? Like this person doesn't deserve so much energy. But yeah, I definitely do channel that, and I believe